Thursday and welcome back to Tales of Aether, where on previous session I have a bunch of dates written down without any notes. Wonderful. Yeah, so you had a plan on how to escape from the plane of from the astral plane without getting chomped on, eaten by the astral dreadnought. Which involved a damaged Nautiloid ship and a canister, canisters of condensed ether. You had Lance navigated Nautiloid ship in one direction, set it to autopilot, and rush in another direction on Pathfinder. The ship has served as a bait, causing Dreadnought to attack it, giving you some time to escape. The Dreadnought did chase after you, but due to incredible abilities of Pathfinder and piloting skills of Lance, you have escaped from this extremely dangerous creature without really it even coming close enough to snap on you. You then attempted to return back from astral plane to the plane of air, which could have been an adventure. Obviously, you skipped it because, again, you rolled exactly the number you needed to roll. And he also had some complicated feelings and conversations about why the fuck Lance's mother is such a terrible mother. You never found out the answer. You returned to Mantrain and given the Aether to Alexandru, was very happy about it and persuaded him to come with you further ahead. Oh no, that was later. And then he and Elono and you guys in two different ships traveled to PX to see what's going on. Met with Grant, who informed you that he has not yet figured out a way how to get into the center of that labyrinth. He chose not to risk navigating the labyrinth wind with Fable or Pathfinder, and decided to take a step back and visit the fourth of the clones, Basaro on Onero, in Yasuman law, more like, to try and figure out if he has that powerful Slavic power source that you might need to, actually power quite a few things, including potentially that revivification chamber that you have previously recovered on Lamia. And you persuaded Alexander to come with you, letting Elono stay back and rest. And you were considering how you will travel, and you said you will take Pathfinder, which means you do wait a couple days for it to refuel, and you will go to Santel, which I don't think you need to roll because the difficulty of that is a 5. So and
then we will just purchase some, recent charts. Like not too. They don't need to be too recent. Just like within a year or some shit.
Okay. The problem with Santel is, well, I mean, I guess like if you don't go for any of the planets and you just like chill in the asteroid belt and like visit any of those bases, that could work. Or do you want to visit one of the planets?
Why? What's the other? Like, why are? Would we know anything about those planets that would keep us away from them? And just...
the planets are kinda post-Great War with each other, and one of them is a little bit of a mined-out hellhole. The other one is basically populated by people who grew up in that war for independence from the other planet. So,
and you say the war just passed, yeah? The war just stopped, or like recently stopped?
Happened. I don't have a date for it, but it's been like maybe a couple of decades mostly. Considering
Okay.
that war has completely destroyed, well, not a planet, but an island, and turned it into a completely inhospitable
Place.
place. Basically, full on, what did I call it? Like arcane field. It was bad. It was really bad.
Okay. No, we will just head to the refueling station, refuel, and maybe see if we can purchase some
Right.
charts there. Maybe.
For the charts, let's go trade. Somebody roll me
Is there a
trade.
refueling station? I assume, okay. There must
There are
I
a
think-
couple like asteroid bases, a space station, and the asteroid belt.
I think
so-
Bobby has trade.
Yeah, but you have lots of charisma. You do it. It's Bobby, isn't
Okay.
you?
Do you
I
want
think
to,
it comes out to the same thing.
if
Does
we're
it?
talking about the system, I think we are, right? Do you want to stop and look for there's like arcane, potentially, you know, I don't know if it's pre-tech stuff, but there's apparently valuable stuff on Talon from this war between whatever.
Do you mean they have like valuable trade goods, or what do you mean?
Well, look, it says here as the mass-produced golems have clashed on the surface of this island, arcane explosions have poisoned the air itself. The carcasses still litter the surface, remaining a valuable but dangerous salvage. So,
I mean,
Yeah, do you wanna finish reading the sentence?
as remains of defensive systems and Overwatch fleets ensure these treasures remain buried. Yes, but
I
we
think that's
can-
crucial context for the situation.
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna ask. Like, we have like 1.3 million. Do you know what you want to do with it?
Me?
No, just anyone. Does
I
anyone
mean,
know
I
what to
know
do with
what- I know what you
1.3
want to do
million?
with it. You
Apart
from, like, buying
don't
a
want
big
to
ship?
pay your employees with 1.3 million. That's what you
Exactly.
want to do.
Yes.
Yes.
hey, look, the thing is, it's not about the now, you know. At some point, when I'm speaking for myself. At some point, when I figured out a bunch about me, what's going on, who the fuck all these people are, and what they, you know, how they all fit together, and I got something concrete. I've got a life to live. I hope. I want a life to live. So, more money. You know, we got a nice house. Got a big shooting range in the back. Don't need to do any crap jobs anymore. Can go hunting instead. You know, get a nice motorbike. Always wanted a nice motorbike.
Arcane bike, yes.
So we can all have some cash. You know, you have dreams, you get your own racer, you know?
That I do, yes.
This credit actually just keeps going into the business in order to expand operations and
Yeah, don't give them any money; they'll kill themselves.
exactly.
Excuse me? I mean, as soon as like a fifth of what we own can buy a really nice racer, I might retire from this crew. I'm just gonna say.
I mean, I
it
kind of
right now.
already can, I think.
No,
Yeah.
not yet. Not a really nice
Bye.
one.
How much? How much?
A really nice racer. I will need to look it up actually, but I'm sure like the base racer is like already.
Base race is around
Wow.
200k. Well, 200 to 50.
Hmm.
So that's about how much you have
Yeah.
right now. Kinda. Assuming you don't share with, you know, Watanabe and Kartoffel.
Watanabe
Kartoffel doesn't
paid,
need much.
Watanabe
he's a salaried
decided
employee, yes.
he wanted to be a salaried employee instead of, you know.
I mean, I think that is a step up from him being an unpaid intern, so...
He wasn't unpaid. He did get paid exactly when we got paid as well.
Yeah, what do you think then? Like, even if you could get your racer, you need some money left over to keep you going, keep your races
No, I'll
going, you know?
make plenty of money from racing alone, I suspect.
You know, on an emergency fund.
To be honest, you do have me kind of tempted.
Yeah, it's good to think about yourself when you know, you've done a lot, figured out about you found your mother and everything. Well, now you can go, well, hey, how can I spoil myself? Yeah, you get racer. You could do that tournament. I mean, it's probably started already, but
That's one you need an entire crew for anyway. That's not the one I was looking to do in the near future.
yeah, well, we need money for that stuff. That's
Miles,
always
Winnell.
good. Winnell can start up his own church.
Does he even still believe?
I don't know if you would.
I want to
You could
talk
have
about
your.
it.
You could be. You know, I read a fictional book about this very. You know, I think it was Merville, the brand of books. You could be like a famous surgeon with superpowers.
That doesn't sound like it would sell.
You could like open up your own operating theater and everything with the money.
Operating
people.
theater. Now that is an interesting
What do
mash
you mean
together
with
of
the
words.
music and
The-
the spectators and
yeah, you could have music while you cut open someone. Sure.
would you pay to watch?
Hey,
Me?
people
No.
operate. You know, operating theaters. You know, people watch you.
I really don't.
You don't know? Really?
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm. I'm not gonna say it was never a peak interest of mine, so I had no idea that it exists. I'm not sure.
Well, there you go. There's a goal. Open a church or become a famous doctor. What do you think?
Hmm. Certainly don't want to go back to my old church.
Actually, I was curious about that. When I thought we were going in the completely opposite direction,
I don't think I can
would
go
you
back.
go and check on them, given what you've seen in the letter and you know, there's some fucked up stuff? Would you close ties?
I think
not
they
sure
are
they
lacking
wanna-
a leader, if I'm not mistaken, and you could go back there, reform their beliefs, perhaps reshape it to the image in your mind.
But other people have tried. I think there are too many
Dalu, I'm
forces.
fairly certain with like a fifth of what the crew owns now, you can already achieve all of your plans. Why do you want to go loot some golem leftovers?
You don't want to, or
No, I'm
you do
asking
want?
you, why would you want to? I think you already have plenty of money for all of your plans for the rest of your life, to be
When we're
frank.
done, I thought. I mean, 1,000,000 credits isn't all mine, and
No, I know
I
it's not
don't.
all yours.
Yeah. So even with a portion of that, it wouldn't be enough. I don't even know if I've got a whole life yet. But assuming everything here goes well, yeah, I would like money.
Maybe
I
we
don't
can
think
do
it's
it in
enough.
the...
Yeah, this.
Like, what if we
What kind
split
of
it all? What is
lifestyle
it?
do you
Yeah,
said you
that-
wanted to go hunting? What kind of lifestyle are you
Two-
planning on while going hunting?
200,000 credits each
Do you
for a
know
whole
how much a
life.
dock worker makes? Do you remember? Or are you too far off to
You knew
ask?
you were gonna say that. Yeah. I suppose to live frugally, yeah, it'll be good.
I love that that's like our base comparison
That
to
is the
everything.
base the fucking dock worker. There's 5 credits a day.
Well, I mean, on top of it all, we may find something of interest down there. We might
You know
maybe there's
what?
pre-tech
You
components.
know what? I feel like you are like underestimating dog walkers. Like this is us talking like completely unskilled dog walker, right? Like for example, like a level 0 dog walker. Like a level 0 artist earns 3 credits per day.
That's bad.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. There's also another
Yeah,
job
but,
that earns 2 credits per day. which I'm not gonna mention,
Prostitute.
but
But
yes.
do they get tips? That's the question.
They
Yes,
do get
yes.
tips. They get a lot of tips.
Oh,
And
fuck,
not
we
just
have
the
a
tip.
A quarter of a credit.
Could you break credits? I don't think you could break credits.
Yeah,
I think
That
that's
makes sense.
why we are
Kurt. One
using dock workers as a base comparison. You know, we choose the hard workers at the bottom barrel.
To be fair, they don't improve much with skill, unlike artists. Oh, prostitutes.
Miles, would you
Yes?
please say something?
Hmm?
Do you want to go golem, leftover, picking up? Or do you want to?
I think the direct path is the best.
Yeah, about that. Are we sure though? Because everybody wants to go there, and they're basically crazy by now. Alonu and what's his name?
One of them is on our
Alexander.
ship for sure. By the way.
Ilanu, Alexandru.
I don't think that's healthy. What if reuniting them is not a good idea? Well, we'll have to find out.
Curiosity will kill the crew.
Can I contact Grant over the comms of the ship before we make any decision to ask him? So I just say, out of curiosity, Grant, you remember the time a while ago I sent you a message about Kronu, and then you dealt with it. In the time you had Kronu and was investigating that whole thing and then handed him off, and then, well, didn't go well for him, it sounds. He's being held. What was he like? Did he say anything to you specifically? Would you be willing to share anything?
Yes. Oh no. He has expressed some strong anxiety about his inability to reach their destination so close to him. He has grown rather violent in his attempts to persuade us to let him go.
Just to clarify, is his destination here at PX?
So he claims, and
Okay.
the rest.
Dan,
Oh,
Dan,
please,
do not
please.
make those S sounds. It's
The
like
S sounds?
completely distorting, and it's like a really
What?
No.
awful sound.
Do you
in your
have
ear.
an issue?
No. Dude. Your mic this time is
it's
doing
fucked
like...
up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's like doing like a hard whistle sound.
I'm not hearing that. It's strange.
No, it's whistling
dude,
directly
it's,
into
like,
my
deafening.
ears. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it doing it right now? I'm being quiet.
No, only when you
it's
when
just
you
the
do the S
S sound.
sounds.
Okay.
you know the overly pronounced S, the sharp S. That's what kills it.
It sounds like a whistle instead of a normal S.
Well, shit.
it could be your
Sorry.
headset. I'm not.
No, but
Okay.
me and Selim are both experiencing it.
Yeah, like
Maybe I
if
just
it
need
was
to
only
turn
the
down the
buds,
too,
I would
but
expect
I
it, but on the big
just
headphones,
turned down the
this
volume.
usually shouldn't happen.
And what headset do you have? I mean, Zelen looks like he's using Apple earphones.
ears?
Okay.
I'm using a Logitech.
Right. Anyway. Any other questions?
So Kronos crazy, Elono's crazy. What about Alexandru? Is he
Well,
said something
Elona
about
and Alexander are not crazy yet, but getting very obsessed.
Just
and
you wait.
Especially
where
Elona.
is Alexandru?
Right now, wherever you want him to be. That's the question is. what is your plans? Where do you go? That's why I told you, make a plan. Which would have been really nice to inform me of any side quests you wanted to go on, but I mean,
Yeah, I
why?
didn't know in advance either. so-
Why?
I mean, you
Why
have all
should
the
you do
planets
that?
prepared,
Yeah, I
don't
mean, of
you?
course. Like,
Huh.
just because I had 25 quests prepared for your astral plane, of course, that motivates me to prepare every single other planet as well.
Okay, I gotta confess something. With Chrono, I think I missed my opportunity. So I wanted to try something. With Elonu, I tried it. He didn't like it. I tried to get rid of the pull they have, or whatever influences them to do
Mhm.
what they do, and that makes them go crazy. Should I try the same thing on Alexandru, or is that too rude? Do we want them to keep pulling? Because he might even say, okay, I don't want to go any longer. So if that's... I get the feeling they're controlled by someone else or pulled. You know how you can basically charm a person with magic? That's the impression I get from them. It's not normal.
I mean, I'm not. I have no strong feelings about this. Usually, you do ask for.
Yeah, but I tried that the first time and he said no and walked away. So
Of course. How would you feel if someone would just?
yeah, but he's not himself when he's saying that, so I can't take him seriously. Like
You're an excellent judge.
when you're drunk, I can't take you seriously. That's not open that can of worms. You know,
I believe there are certain circumstances where you are right, but since this phenomena has repeated itself 3 times and apparently 4 times if we accomplish Basru's task, I don't think you could actually break it, even if you would be successful and Alexandra would accept.
yeah,
It seems something
wasn't-
like fate, or stronger than that, is involved here.
yeah, I guess part of it is just having failed the first time, not wanting to accept that.
It's very good qualities in a doctor. Yeah.
But I do like your train of thoughts.
So
He
we're
is
gonna.
He is not himself.
Well, they aren't, are they? Yeah, I think he said himself that he might not be able to control himself or something like that. And the other one tried to take a ship. Do we want that?
Look, Pronu, but currently he is detained.
Yeah, well, he's the what the others will be like, I guess. It doesn't get better, it gets worse, so
Right, so the faster we leave and accomplish the mission, the less crazy he will be.
Also good news,
okay.
among the 3 people you know, Chrono was the only one to actually skill shoot.
Skill what?
Shoot.
Oot.
Like, Chrono
okay.
was a fairly accomplished
Yeah.
sniper, and Elon and
He's the only one
Alexander
who
were
actually
just...
fought with us.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Something tells me this is out of character. Basuru is a much more competent warrior than all of them together combined.
Yeah, something tells me that too.
I don't know, the brochure for his his CV.
Or screams at you.
Okay.
Is that enough of an argument for you, Dalu, to start heading that direction?
I'm okay with that, yeah, of course.
Probably gonna take years to clean this shit here up, so I'm sure we can also still do it when we are done with this.
Mm-hmm.
Steal some shit from here.
We
That's
can get maybe permission and
which is an
Or the-
option. So I'm fine with that.
scrap company or something. I mean, to be honest, that's all we do, honestly.
This feels a lot larger than just being in a scrap company.
I mean, we're ship breakers, apparently.
The fabled ship breakers.
What
I
is
never
she?
chose that name, so.
Oh,
We are
which name would
notoriously
you
known.
choose? No.
I don't know. Do we need one? But different.
Shipbreakers is pretty fitting.
It's good enough in deterring people from our ship. You know, if we don't want to die, it keeps them away, maybe. It also, I suppose, just by chance, makes this even better convincing. Was it Basaru that we want to get to the ship also, and that he should help, and because we're the shipbreakers, so why not?
It's a lot less about that and more about that Basaru is part of a greater thing that's going on currently. Where you, 5 individual, are the middle of it. So, shall we?
Or
Dan,
let's
what
go.
kind of charge did I get from his trade 6 roll?
Right. Base S beach less than a year old ones. So
Excellent.
I'm not sure if you can fail a 7.
It's very hard. But I still can.
However,
My
Okay,
lowest
minimum
is
2 plus 4, so your 6 is lowest.
yes.
So you don't
But
have
it
to
needs
roll.
4 ones.
Oh. Yeah, that's how it works.
4.
Alright.
Not quite.
Okay, so right. So the agreement is because like we were kind of like still chilling in PX as you were planning and planning and planning. So you went to Santel, which took you 6 divided by 4 days, right?
mhm.
1.5 days. Then you spend a day in there, going to the place, refueling, buying maps, half a day back to the edge of the system. So 4.5 days. And then you jump to Isu Mano, which takes you another 3.5 days for 8 days. You have no fuel.
3.5 days? Isn't it 6 divided by 4?
1.5.
Yeah.
So 3 plus 1, so 4 days in total is the trip. So 9th of April is when you reach.
It's been a year.
So what?
Happy birthday.
Right. And yeah, and I have put it on your map. It's a fairly small system with not a lot of fun places, especially considering that Tabular is not really an habited place. So where do you go?
Would any local news tip us off to where our dear searched person might be?
Well, if you want any news, you need to get closer to an inhabited place.
Yeah, all places are the same distance, so we're heading to Onero.
Okay. I mean, you do know that technically Basaro is kind of like employed by Onero government, so at the very least, that's a good place to start. Lance, can you roll me a 1d13? Don't ask me
What?
why, but that's the benefit of roll 20.
1.
1. Okay, yeah. Nice.
Yes.
So you start flying towards Onero as Watanabe warns you of large but not very dense arcane signatures approaching your ship and kind of like taking the same flight path. And you don't really need to panic, as he identifies them very quickly. And those of you who can afford to rush outside or to the windows in front, as see the clouds around you kind of like break open as the giant sky whales rupture from beneath the clouds and kind of like envelop your ship, like taking it into their own pod and travel with you as you continue on path towards Onero. You notice that somehow they create like a wake in their path comparable to a slipstream that allows your ship to travel much faster than you expected. Reach Onero in only 6 hours. What?
I was wondering what I was rolling for, so it's funny in retrospect.
I mean, it doesn't all have to be bad. No.
No, it's good. Do they have any trade properties for when you kill one of them?
Actually,
Do they carry valuable
do.
oil?
So yeah, they don't carry oil. Basically, they are needed for 2 things. They are technically gas bags. Like most of their body is just filled with rather volatile form of arcane gas, which keeps them afloat. So they are hunted for the organ that filters magic from the air. It was used a long time ago to create sails for ships, to siphon magic out of the air before people figured out how to do this in a like synthetic way. And it's still used because it is still better. It's just really expensive. So, and they're also hunted for this gas in their body, which is very efficient fuel, and sometimes it forms basically like this pellets or barrels of arcane power, which also can serve as like gems for enchantment, power sources. The problem with these whales is they're basically like a hydrogen airship. So you need to be really careful about attacking them and then dismantling them. Because best case scenario, they like rupture and you get sent blasted by just a large volume of gas under pressure. Worst case scenario, it explodes. So they're not hunted very often, and if they're hunted, it is done by, well, either suicidal people or professionals.
Oh, the humanity.
So there you go. I don't think you expected me to give you an answer, but
Yeah, nice.
but screw you. I have an answer. Anyway,
He is prepared.
you do reach Onero, and the thing of importance you see just as you approach the planet is it is a very, like, it is alone, but it is a very, very big and densely populated island, highly urbanized, highly advanced. It's a tier 4 plus technically, the place, and they have very densely built, very large docks that seem to be occupied by just droves of lightning barges carrying all kinds of materials, mining materials, resources, and all other stuff that, as you might have read in the the guide, is being mined from Tabrolar. So it's a heavily industrialized port, and then like the more civilian visitors trading part is like off to the side, like a quarter of the space is taken by. To go through the process, you land there. You get the landing permit. You can refuel your ship if you so desire, because again, like I haven't been asking you, but you need to pay money for all of that.
Yes.
And yeah, it is again like a heavily urbanized port, but like on Mannheim, you had like those eggshell towns, right? With giant constructions, giant like towers that corporations had. This port city has not as clean, like it's a lot more utilitarian, gray metal and concrete kind of construction. But you do see throughout the cityscape, and it is even visible from the port as you're doing your stuff, a multitude of larger, massive buildings, which kind of look like, you want to say they look sort of religious in their purpose, like with like ziggurat-like parts with spires and arches and like other cathedral-like domes and so on. All still mixed with this, like, you know, like on Chariot, the temples were more like white and golden and shiny. These more look like somebody decided to build a temple or cathedral out of concrete and steel bars, and there are a bunch of them throughout the port. And they're massive. They're just like towering over the city. But yeah, who goes? Like, do you go somewhere? Who do you take with you?
I think we will leave Bobby and Watanabe on the ship. We do need Alexandra.
Alright.
And I'm sorry, I'm just eating hot stuff, so sometimes my nose gets runny.
Can one of you technical people look up if there's any magic teachers in this place?
What?
It's a mining town, but it's big mining town.
Teacher?
Fuck this. If you, I mean,
Okay.
What do you mean a teacher? Why you want a teacher?
a wizard.
How skilled do they need to be?
Free wizard.
As skilled as possible.
Could give a look out. I'll do that whenever we're walking. I'll try my best.
I don't know
I don't know if
if
that's
I
even
know
possible.
anyone here, but I can check my contact list and see if anyone's around from.
We know Basru
around
is
here.
working with the government, right?
Yes.
In a manner, or at least according to the academy notes, yes.
So let's go like to the town hall or whatever and ask about it.
That's a very straight approach.
Can
Yes.
I see if I know anyone around here through Connect?
You can certainly try.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows a lot
Won't
of
be
people.
very easy.
He doesn't even keep in touch with them, but he still knows them.
Okay. With a 7, I'd say not really.
I've checked my list. No one from my academy is +2, -2. Seems to be working around here, so no.
Well, would you work around here? Okay.
Not voluntarily, no. So I understand it.
Keep it in mind. Maybe we'll find like a sign that says wizard.
Probably yes. Very likely.
I mean, he is considered a sort of a legend with his past stories. And I think everyone might know what he's chasing after. So that's also a lead. So either we inquire this in the town hall or in local inns or pubs where stories are told, usually in excruciating detail
Well,
and accuracy.
actually, what's our next stop on this journey?
Basru himself, hopefully.
Well, and then
That depends. It depends what happens.
Uh-oh.
What?
Is there a throne? Is there a throne there where they kill like 100 people every day?
Yes.
Okay.
well, let's not draw too much attention to ourselves. Let's just continue for now.
Yes, we are so good at that.
Yeah.
But without Bobby, it will be easier. Yes, with him staying on the ship, quite a bit easier.
Alright, so Bobby is left behind. I assume Kartoffel as well. Yeah. I just thought of another structure that kind of similar design and said that it is the real structure, but whatever.
Should we? Do you guys think that we should have proof that we're from, other than Alexander helping Miles? Maybe you convey the whole idea. I mean, are we supposed to have something concrete, like in paper, or is this?
How are we gonna get that proof?
I don't know. I mean, Alexander probably good enough. Just shoot it, throw it at the wall. Should work. But can we say, oh hey, we happen to know about this pre-tech ship that you're trying to find, and your government, government mission that you've got going on. We know all about that. Can we come and join you? We won't tell anybody.
I think it's kind of a personal mission, but I think we have more than enough means to persuade him that we are speaking the truth and are telling. The peculiar story that surrounds your lookalike nature. We've got this legendary armor that I'm wearing from Lamia. We've been to the astral plane. This guy can vouch for it and we have his...
Lance is a symbiote. No?
Lance is a symbiote, exactly. Looks like
Those
a
weird
walking bug.
faces. That's fine.
But yeah, if anyone else has another lead that isn't the town hall. Right, so let's try the town hall, the direct approach.
Let's go. Go.
I go to the town hall and take a number.
Okay. Question. So Bobby is on the ship. Do you have any other
Communication
Slavic equipment that you're carrying, Cozy?
Slavic. Hmm.
Oh, we didn't read the tourist guide.
I do. Not a lot, but I do.
I don't think Suncutter is Slavic, and I don't think my arm is Slavic, so no. I don't think Miles is.
My armor is, but it doesn't exactly show.
Like a +1 rope, I don't think it's... I think it's still a rope.
I mean, it's not Slavic, right?
No, how would I... No.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
I think he means his +1 changes Chalky Dicky.
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus the
yeah.
dagger isn't Slavic. I don't know what makes something Slavic.
Well, something that says Slavic component, or you got from a Slavic ruin. So I guess the question is for Dalu: are you carrying around your giant sniper rifle?
No, I don't have that one, or shouldn't. But I've definitely got the pistol. That's one.
Don't you have like all of
I've
them?
also
at
got
all
a
the time?
Slavic executive security suit on, which, I mean, I probably don't need to wear since I've got hollow skin, but I've got it. There's two.
It just looks like a suit though, right? So
Yeah, and the pistol I can maybe hide pretty easily.
Yes, you are an assassin. You can put it up your butt.
Yeah, you have
yeah,
that
I've got my
Fukai.
butt. I've got my butt, so
been a while since he's used it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I don't think I've got anything else.
Like people joke on Critical Role about Fern having like a marsupial pouch for her stuff. Dal actually has one. Alright, yeah. So you go outside and walk the streets trying to get to a town hall. And well, the place is weird. Like, you thought Manshine was kind of bad with their like mega corporations, each of them having their own technology and doing stuff about it and controlling. Here it's mega churches dedicated to Slavic artifacts and trying to replicate their abilities with whatever technologies they currently possess.
We are gods among mortals.
No, you should be glad
Yeah.
we left Bobby on the ship.
Yeah, you see like people on the streets walking like basically like dressed in like all clothes are fairly conservative, let's put it that way, and a lot of people like carry symbols or insignia of like one of these temples that they're dedicated to. You see like statues or mini shrines which have replicas of like, no, you really have a technical mind. You assume Bobby would have had a better idea of figuring out what this is, but like just general design of like, this is some replica of some piece of Slavic technology which might be some piece of equipment, might be piece of a wall. There's a shrine around it and you see people like praying to it and you're like, it's a good thing we left Bobby on the ship. He would have attracted some attention, some serious attention. And Lance maybe like go like,
Wait, is it only on your back side of the neck, or is it like?
yeah, it's
When
like
it's withdrawn, I
attached
think it's
to
only
the,
that.
yeah, upper side of his spine. Like it wouldn't be too obvious, but like if somebody was close enough, like arm's reach, it would be fairly alien, but it would draw
Oh,
attention.
okay.
Yeah, just put up the hoodie. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And well, town hall is... There isn't really like single government
center.
administrative structure that actually takes control over all of this, but more like a bunch of what's the word for it? Chapters, yeah, of the church, which have their districts, which have their own, like they're like mini towns within a city where there's like the cathedral surrounded by residential area and an industrial area where the people go to work to try and create technology and then go home and then go worship and then go work and then go home and then go worship. And work is also worship.
Okay, zealots.
Everything I do is for Slavic Christ.
Yeah, like me a year ago.
I like Slavic Christ.
Every day I'm thankful to him. What kind of accent do they have here?
Whatever you said right now, that's one of them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Southern American accent. Awesome.
Anybody who wants can roll me like a fixed intelligence skill check.
Sure. I'm pretty okay with intelligence. That's not bad.
I was certainly expecting worse.
Me?
So aren't you technical?
And I have a -1 and a +1, so 0? It's
I'm
just
worse.
straight rolls.
Yeah. You're not sure because you've seen Bobby work with it, but you never like really got yourself into it. You get the feeling like at least one of these chapters is dedicated to something that might be a piece of plumbing. But yeah.
Slavic plumbing.
Yeah, you're like, that's oddly reminiscent of some things I've seen.
Okay.
I mean, you're like, maybe like they just like have not the best of sculptures, and the actual thing is like one of those verification chambers. But yeah. Anyway.
All right. So if there's no town hall, how about we stop at one of these churches and ask them... Wait, in character. Then how about we try and stop in one of these churches and ask them about the mobile Slavic ruin. Zmei? Is it called? Zmei? Zemi? You're muted, Lance. But bon appetit. So, if there are no objections, Dalu, Winnow, what say you?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, can't we ask directly about Basru instead of an object of worship? I'm not sure if it's...
Sure, we could and we shall, but I think they know more about... But I think they're more interested in Slavic runes than in an individual.
Yeah, but knowing more is very different, I think. Because, as you described from one of them that looks like a piece of plumbing that they're worshipping, I'm not sure understanding is really high on the list of priority.
Wait, we're on Onero,
Onero?
Onero, right?
Yeah.
He saved maybe someone, right? Who did he save?
Ah, we have the file. Right, we might look up something in the file.
He rescued Councillor Dmitry Komarov. Maybe he's from here. Oh no, that's securing personal contact with Horizon government system. So never mind. Right. Well, let's just go into one of these churches and ask, what could go
Okay.
wrong?
Absolutely nothing. Oh, good.
Religious individuals are always welcoming and nice, in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Winnell here. He's been nothing but joy in our crew.
Um. Okay. You pick, I guess, like the nearest temple.
Yeah,
Biggest
you
one.
might need a napkin there, Sal.
You're just sitting with so much gusto. I'm like, kind of impressed.
Is that hummus? Cream cheese? Okay.
Yeah, so you pick like just basically like a nearest temple at random and go towards there. And on approach to the structure, you quickly notice the density of folks swiftly increasing, and after a while, it becomes like pretty much impossible to move through the crowds without pushing, and like folks are a bit angry, so stick they are as you are approaching the entrance to one structures. And at first you think that maybe we'll like it's time when people go for mass, or maybe this is just like normal for this kind of place. But then you start hearing some rather raised voices, like people arguing, and you haven't like reached the point of the crowd where you'll be able to see what is going on, but from like the words you can catch, it feels like somebody in a very authoritative voice is chewing out somebody else or blaming them for it. And you kind of like hear the responses calling forth for like mercy and understanding, and claiming that they're not guilty of what they're being blamed of, but you're a bit too far away to hear the crux of
Can I
it.
can I try and like tap someone on the shoulder and like, excuse me, what exactly is going on here?
Tap someone on the shoulder, and like a good full lens like Erby has very high colors. Like a person turns around. That is what I'm trying to find out. If I could move through this crowd.
Oh, well, good luck. I'll try and keep going through the crowd. You said the crowd though is shouting towards the authoritative voice to have mercy, right?
No, somebody that authority voice is chewing out is appealing for.
He's okay.
Yeah. Make me like an exert with either strength or dexterity to try either to push through the crowd or to sleep through the crowd.
Could I talk myself through the crowd?
Could I lead the way with a sneak? Make a path?
It's more like
Both
pushing around
sneak
in a...
and talk here, I will allow you to use it, but the difficulty will increase because these are not very applicable skills in such a dense crowd.
Oh, excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. Like an authoritative voice of some sort.
You have to say doctor coming through or something like that.
I'm crawling.
But I don't
I'm
look like a
crawling
doctor,
underneath.
so that's fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is a different question is: have I seen any kind of animal in this forsaken place?
Pigeons, rats, stray cats.
Stray cats. That's awesome.
Okay.
How crowded is it? Like really crowded? Really crowded, right?
Really crowded. It's like a crowd trying to get into a subway station kind of crowd.
Okay, then.
I met your 12. I call your 12.
Guys, can we huddle up for a second
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
around me?
No,
Because
oh,
we're.
The Austins are
Oh,
from
no.
between somebody's feet.
oh no.
Group
We're gonna get
discussion.
fucking kicked.
And if I get the feeling I'm fairly concealed, I'll turn to a stray cat.
Only you do that, or do you turn everybody into?
No, just me. Like I'm
Oh.
tying my shoe.
Oh,
the others
okay.
get around me,
Okay,
and then
okay. Fair enough. I would require you to do the use magic skill check because the crowd is kind of like moving and you're being jostled around, so it's basically like a concentration check for you. Make
use
you
magic.
can-
You say?
Yes. Make
I
sure
have
you
+4 on
can
that.
cast a spell.
It just so happens.
Yeah. What level? Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna ask what level spell is to set the DC, but I think 13 works.
it's one or
Yeah.
two.
You can like
2.
your friends can like try to like give you like a second before you get pushed, and you use that moment to finish the somatic components of your magic and turn into like this mangy, gray cat. Allowing you to like sneak between the feet of the people. Are also trying to crawl under people's legs.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh
well,
my god, you're gonna be fucking stumped.
I mean, you are succeeding with the 12. You are succeeding with the 12.
Okay,
And
okay.
nobody's noticing
Okay.
you. A few people step on you, that's how much they don't notice you, but
Mhm.
you're doing
Are you
well.
like literally sneaking, or are you trying to move through the crowd? Sneakily.
Oh,
so-
sneaking. Yeah, sneakily move through.
But you're not on the ground, like.
No, I am on the ground crawling through people's legs.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's okay.
I
Thought it would
also
be quick.
need Winnel to make me an evasion saving throw.
Okay.
Just to make sure you don't get kicked by anybody. At which you succeed. And Miles, like your usual clothes, which are like like red order, kind of like nobles.
Well, now I'm with the goddamn armor set on me, so
Oh,
I'm that.
You're literally wearing the
intimidating.
armor of Midnight
Yeah,
Scale
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know that you're like very slow in it, right?
I move 7 meters instead
Yeah.
of 10.
Yeah.
It's not very slow.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
slow work.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say like between that armor, which is kind of spiky and leaking shadows everywhere, and you having like the voice of authority. You're not as good as your mother, but hey, you're getting there. People do make enough space, like even like squeezing to their own detriment to at least allow your spikiness to pass through. So like you allow yourself and Lance to move with some ease through this crowd, while Winnel does his cat sings and Dal is somewhere unseen. You reach the front rows of this crowd and you see a man in workers' clothes, like kneeling on the ground. You see him clutching one hand, and you're not sure what's wrong with it, but there's like some blood visible between his fingers. And in front of him stands, you assume a priest, based by, like the regalia and like the large medallion of whatever, like this church symbol on his chest, accompanied by a tall armored figure holding I want to call it a flail, but it's not a fantasy flail. It's more like like a medieval flail where it was a long stick with a flail on the end, like a agricultural implement flail. Except instead of like a metal head of the flail, there is again like hanging the symbol of this temple. I mean, it's all heavy enough and robust enough to work as a weapon, but they are pompous enough to have this symbol instead of a normal mace head or like flail head. And You see this priest kind of holding a metal-covered book in his hand as he is speaking towards this wounded person, and he's basically saying that you have sullied the sanctity of the holy relic. You have dared to use it where you're only meant to worship. And in your heresy, you have been arrogant enough to replicate it in circumstances not blessed or sanctified by the chapter. And the man is responding that what? And the man responding that he admits that he has done all that, but that he has been able to recreate the holy spark of this relic, and that the blessing of this should be shared and spread, not... Why am I not finding words today?
Kept or something?
Yeah, not like repressed and blamed. I get a feeling that the man with the flail might be involved in the injuries you can see. But yeah, that is the situation you observe. And
Is the crowd like going towards that scene, or just towards the entrance, and that scene is off to the side somewhere?
the crowd is gathered around this scene. They're basically observing this priest chastising and what you assume is like some kind of worker or engineer maybe who has dared to recreate technology, the blessing. And I would say the crowd is not violent, because you don't feel they see the need to be violent, but they're definitely antagonistic towards the circumstance.
You think that person? Am I anywhere near the party, or have I like needed to like fuck off because I crawled to get a view, or are they like with me, following me, or something?
They're not like basically you're split in three small groups: Lance, Miles, Winnell, and you.
Okay.
You are within like I don't know, a dozen meters of each other. All you just like took slightly different routes because you choose different methods to approach this place. And you also do hear out the accused cry out like towards the crowd that them having succeeded at replicating this holy relic means that the machine spirit is with them, and that for sure those that could see their side and help them would assist the machine spirit in growing, and that they are willing to share this blessing with those who take their side. At which point you notice the priest go from I'm being pompously angry to I really, really don't like what is going on right now.
How far away from him?
There are like a couple people between. So like there's a small circle because nobody's approaching like super close, and then there are like a couple of people, like 1-2 people between you and the edge of that circle. Easier for Winnow and Dal, they can get basically like heads into the circle if they wanted to, because is between legs, and the other one is also between legs because he's a cat.
But is there like security measures, or like is it only this?
The only like guard or like maybe an inquisitor type person you can see is a person with a flail. Like everybody else seems to be just like normal people, normal. And there is like a loud gasp, like there was a loud gasp among the crowd as like this person called out and said like basically fuck the temple. I know what the machine spirit wants. Like a couple of people did the weird symbol with their hands, which must correspond to something for their chapter.
Can I compad and just say,
We also
do you
have
think that
Discord.
is
Yeah, we
okay,
have Discord.
sure. Oh, then I'll just say, do you think this guy that's being singled out could be useful since he's already, you know, my guess is he's related to what we're looking for, and he's interested in searching for it outside of whatever their belief is to not do it. So we could use that.
He for sure seems useful.
My kind of guy.
So I go up to him, kidnap him now, get him out there, then talk to him, or wait.
I mean, he's going against the church, which is always a plus. He's replicated some kind of Slavic, whatever. He's experienced with talking to spirits. That's 3 pluses in my book.
Probably got a big path to where we want to go, who we want to speak to.
I mean, we're kind of endangering our main mission here, but
It is
we're
possible
only
if you so
endangering
desire
our-
to like disengage, walk around, and try to get into the church. It's possible.
We're only endangering ourselves in the sense that should we be associated, the church / power / government doesn't like us, and the Bastru and the ship so on is associated, so that makes it harder. Let's just not be caught. Let's just go talk to the guy.
I mean,
What's the relic, by the way, that he replicated?
a piece of plumbing.
No.
The holy toilet.
Behold, I have created their bidet.
That is a worthy invention
Yes.
right there.
No, this is not that temple. This is. They are calling it the Temple of the Drive. You have no fucking clue what he has recreated.
Okay.
Like he's clutching like some kind of device, a relatively like small device, like in his hands. But like from what you've seen, it could be something important.
Wait.
It could be something completely new.
I would like. I know he is carrying it right now and holding it, but can I try to just apply some telekinetic power to it to make it shake and move in his hand? And if he lets it go, I want it to go upwards.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm
Good,
not sure.
interesting idea. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm
Wait,
turning
I can
into a
enhance
god.
this.
Okay.
Roll me your telekinetic skill check. This is an appropriate use for this.
I am going
I am
to
not good at
enhance
this.
this.
8.
Oh, come on, please.
8.
How can you enhance this?
Once it happens.
Oh.
Can he enhance?
Yeah, he has something.
I don't know what.
No,
he's
wait,
trying.
no. Let's see the result first. Then
He will probably do a voice thingy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he has background
his
music or
knife.
something.
Invisible knife time.
Yeah, or
We have been
turns off the
standing there for a
daylight or
minute, so I
something.
could execute someone.
We could all have our guns trained on people.
That would not be wise, I think. But yes, we could.
You try to like basically implicate the device in this person's hand and push it out of their hands. They don't like notice you doing this, but as like the device begins like shift sleep, you do notice them like almost like subconscious like move their hands and like clutch it tighter, and you fail to extract it.
Can anyone make him let go of the item?
Is my can I assist as like the guy's shaking the thing in his hand trying to hold it? Lance is still doing it. He says that. Is the what's it called? Fuck. The flask lock pistol.
You're gonna fire a gun in the middle of a crowd?
No, don't. But
is the flask lock pistol silent and small like a dart?
It is not silent.
Oh well, then
it
fuck that then.
is definitely not movie silencer kind of gun, but it is fairly quiet.
Okay, well now
it would sound more like an airsoft gun.
Well, no.
Which, to be fair, in this crowd, depending on your role, could go completely unnoticed.
Can Winnow talk when he's in cat form?
Okay.
No,
right?
Well, he has Discord. Yeah.
Discord,
yeah, but I wanted to whisper to the guy.
Well,
let me go.
Well, do we want to get him out? Then
yes.
Okay. Then.
And the best way to get him out. Wait, I'll talk in Discord. I think the best way to get him out would be to perform a miracle of sort.
Okay, I got one. You have one too?
Well, I have my invisible blade.
Okay.
And we have Lance's ability, your abilities.
Make it cut his arm off so it like looks like the item is angry.
Whose arm off?
Right, that's whole thing.
Yeah.
I do need Winnow to make another evasion saving throw because at this moment the voice of the priest rises as he tells his warrior to smite the heretic, and the Inquisitor attempts to use his flail to strike the person, but rolls a natural 2 on his attack roll and hits the stones instead, by causing it like a chip and crack and throw stones everywhere. The crowd does like a step back, which is why I told Winnow to make an evasion saving throw to not get stepped on again.
Can I sneakily slash his arm that tried to his arm? The what's his face? The flailer guy.
Okay.
And Lance is still doing it.
I'm not trying to kill him.
Still...
I'm just making like scratches over his hand.
Escalating quickly. Oh, we're going to get.
You make me an attack roll.
Okay.
We know you had an
It's
idea.
invisible and it's ranged. I don't have to be next to him.
Yeah.
What? Me? What?
Yeah, you looked like you had an idea or wanted to do something.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask Lance, are you willing to blink this guy out if I make him invisible? Or is it too...
He must be willing.
Do it the other way around and make me invisible.
Yeah, well, I can do the bubble thing.
Yeah, that one isn't really good here. Then it'll be fucking parts of the crowd disappearing.
That's the worst spell ever.
Best uses.
I don't see how that would be useful here.
Oh, you mean the flailer guy and the priest are within range of whatever 2 meters or what is it?
I mean, like
Yeah, maybe that
6,
and
8,
like
10 people are within range of you right now. Yes, like
No,
random
no, not
civilians?
with
And-
in my range, in the range of the guy. Because I
He's in melee combat with him.
okay, now he is, I guess.
I don't think you can cast that invisibility spell on somebody. Aren't you the origin?
No,
of
no,
it?
no, no, no. But I could. My idea was to go up to him,
Okay.
have the spell prepared,
Okay.
turn invisible.
Okay.
Lance comes in. We get the fuck out.
Okay.
Miracle.
Okay. 2 problems. One, this guy would need to be willing to teleport. And
Oh.
2, you would have to turn back into person before you cast another. So
Okay.
you're still welcome to try, but where's your attack
Nah, it's
roll,
fine.
Miles?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
just-
I was waiting for you to. Okay. 27. Discard the damage. I'm not trying to kill him or something. Just hurt his arm. That smack.
Right.
Oh shit. Wait. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. This is why I took invisible 1 kilometer mage blade.
invisible, I get the 1 kilometer. I do not.
There it is. There it is. I just need to check something very quickly.
Because we had fights more than 100 meters.
Yeah, this should work. This. There is another one. Here we go. 2, 6, 14. Okay.
Rolling
Right.
for HP.
Yeah, I was rolling for HP. So, you want to disarm the flare guy, which is what you do. Because the moment after his flail strikes the
Literally.
ground, he screams out in pain as he suddenly finds out that about from over here, his hand is no longer connected to his arm, but is instead clutching the fallen flail, and there is now blood gushing out of his stump, and he's at 1 hit point. So,
Okay,
Lance, make it fly in the air. Make it.
Okay, I'll shout into the crowd and everywhere. I'll shout, "Behold, a message from the machine itself."
I will pick up the arm and start flying it upwards.
I'm gonna use my wand of bird calling on the to make it go.
Why are we doing this, guys? What's why?
This is
Oh.
best.
alright.
Awesome fuckery.
Okay. Will, are you doing something at this point?
I think I'll turn back. For now, I'll
just-
just try to sneakily turn back so that no one. Like,
just
move
gonna
back
tell
into the
everyone
crowd,
to-
first row, and then try to.
Okay. Miles, roll
Reappear.
me elite skill check, and
Yes, let's go.
Dalu, what bird are you using?
Machine
Can I make, since it says wand of bird calling, right? Can I so
Why did I give you
Just-
this
just-
item?
bear with me for a second. This is what I would like to do. Okay.
Bear is not a bird.
I would like to use the wand to replicate the bird that it sort of looks like a pheasant. I can't remember the name of it. That has the most complicated vocal.
Yes, I would like to hear it.
So I want
That's a turkey.
to replicate that bird doing like the sounds of laser noises.
Oh!
And then I want to pick a random person that looks the scaredest and fire a flask lock to make him go unconscious if I can. And it looks like the machine is like knocking out people going.
I
No,
don't
no,
think
no, no,
ranged
wait, I think you
weapons can
misunderstood.
make people go unconscious. Just FYI, you're just.
It's
gonna
that's
kill
what it,
Wait,
I
wait.
can make people go to sleep with it, like faint.
I don't
I
know.
think,
Last
I think you
class.
misunderstood what I was trying to do. I was trying to create a miracle, like God saved him from being struck.
Oh, you're not trying to. make
So,
it
look,
also.
He was
and
the
then
flail
instant-
guy that tried to struck, right? He's
Dude, you
in
cut his
disarm.
arm off. We're like going after
Sorry?
angry
It's just
god,
an
no?
arm. Come on.
Angry god, not savior god.
What could
Okay,
it cost?
okay.
Like $10?
You've done what you've done. So
Yes.
what happens? As like that moment passes, with the guard beginning, or like the Inquisitor beginning to like clutch at his cut off arm, the crowd gasps in surprise and horror, and kind of takes a subconscious step back, giving Winnel a moment to like quickly transform. The person that was on their knees accidentally, based on their own, lets go of whatever they were clutching, and you see a small like sphere, like made of like kind of like wiry sphere with some heavy core inside of it, kind of like fall from their hands and like roll a little bit. The priest is completely confused in this particular moment, and then the cut off arm begins to rise above the ground.
No,
not the ground.
The second I see the ball coming free, I am raising this ball.
The ball, not the hands.
The ball. Yeah, at first the ball wasn't free, so I was going for the hand. But as soon as I see the ball start rolling, I am gonna pick
The
it.
cut
and
off hand
have it start
begins to
levitating.
rise above the ground for a little bit, then gets dropped as you notice the ball and goes. And the ball begins to rise above the ground.
Yes,
As
exactly.
at this point, half of the crowd is kneeling, and Miles in his dark armor, dripping shadows and ichor everywhere goes, "Behold the blessing of the machine god!" As the sphere rises and like the corner side of it is gently gyrating. And
Is it easier now to get to the center of the circle?
well, half the crowd is kneeling. Half the crowd has kind of like taken a couple steps back and is beginning to kneel. The guard is unconscious.
Okay.
The priest,
I will also kneel, by the way.
okay. Also, the herb starts no,
The who?
the herb, which is like the orb but pronounced wrong.
Ah, okay, but herbs. Okay.
Also, for some reason, the flaming hand on the ground goes pew, 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 pew.
Oh, I love this fuckery.
Winnel and Dalu, do you stand or do you also like kneel, follow them?
I'm gonna kneel, but I'm gonna kneel. I'm trying to get or stay in the first row, or like second row, so I'm like a little bit concealed,
Okay.
and I would like to try to heal the guy.
Okay, you can do that. That will work because he would have the view on the guard. It's not gonna grow his arm back, but will at least save his life.
Yeah, that's step 2.
Dalu, what are you
6
doing?
seconds later.
I was already crawling on the ground,
yeah, okay.
and now I'm just crawling, but I'm doing my shit while crawling.
Okay, that overheals the guard. So basically, the priest and Miles are currently the only ones standing, and the confrontation kind of switches from the priest and the inventor to the priest and Miles. The priest gazes at you.
Is that a saving throw?
No, he's healed.
It was a couple things. And
Achso.
brandishes his book and goes, "Who are you? To invoke the name of the spirit Name thyself, demon!
It is not who am I, but what is presented before you. And I also kneel. And no, the orb is up, and like the hand is on the ground, and I also kneel down. Clearly a sign from the spirit of the machine himself, willing to protect this individual who you so claim to be a heretic.
People around go. The people around you kind of remember. Oh, the blessed spirit, the drive speaks to us. Ah, blessed be thy orb.
And the first person that's gonna like get up and try to run away be shot by my flask pistol or flashlight.
Okay, if that happens.
Make him faint.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
Sure.
Wait, someone's
But
running away?
but it is silent though.
Yeah,
If I
well,
you said if I roll
it
well.
is sufficiently quiet. I will give you
Right.
-4 on your roll because there's like a bunch of people providing cover everywhere. I don't expect
Probably
that to.
will
What
use
happens if he
my.
misses?
I
Somebody
think I'll
else?
probably make this hit regardless.
Don't expect him to miss against the commoner's armor. Yeah.
I just rolled that twist.
Yeah. Like a couple rows behind you, like a young lady goes, "Ah! Ah!" Takes a couple steps backwards and collapses.
Wait, they
Why not? Pew pew pew.
Is the guard getting up, back up again?
No, the guard is like kind of like on the ground. Their armor is no longer gushing blood, but they have lost a lot of blood. They are like kind of like in a quite a pool of blood, like within those times that you have not healed them. The priest goes. Your words do not discourage me, demon. You hold no symbol of the spirit. And you are not welcome in my city. The book. In the name of the Holy Spirit.
Release him! It is evident that you release him!
I call for the gods to smite thee! I need you to make a mental saving throw.
Oh. Get wrecked.
Oi.
Correct, he says.
The clouds above you split open for a moment between the smog and the clouds as a pillar of light descends upon you, and you can like see the radiant heat that rises from Miles and his armor, and like some of the dripping shadows around him go and begin to, instead of dripping to the ground, begin to like fog up, obscuring Miles' shape a little bit and fogging up. And Miles stands in this pillar of light, unfazed, untouched, unperturbed.
Another sign of the machine. You have no power. Come, and I get up and I try and wait, voice activate off. Come with me. This priest has no authority over you.
You roll me talk skill check. Actually, not.
I'm leading him with me. Isn't that a lead?
Yeah, sure.
I
let's go with
will-
lead, yeah.
I will have that ball thingy like start floating over the dude's head, and you know, just like a halo, it'll follow him.
Okay.
What's the symbol of the church? Is it like in Discord, like a bird?
No. The symbol of the church kind of looks like. I cannot really replicate it with my hands. Kind of like diamond-shaped triangularish core with kinda metal wings / spikes sticking from its sides.
Okay.
Okay.
I just understood that I might have accidentally stolen an idea.
Awesome.
You don't recognize it?
No.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about it, but I'm just going to Mad Max, bless the holy V8 or whatever.
Okay, sure.
Like this is like symbol of this, like the machine and like engine, the V8 or whatever. Like, anyway, the priest, seeing you resist his magic, loses his composure. Goes. Thine words don't fool me, demon. I shall retreat for tonight and gather my brothers. But you will be smote, and all those who follow you. You spawn of darkness! And runs away.
Good, because if he was doing another thing, I was just gonna fucking kill him.
The
He's trying to hurt me!
engineer, however, seems to be influenced by your leadership, and maybe can understand that he would have been dead if the situation has escalated as it was going. So they glance up at the orb ahead of them, and yeah, can like try to like get to your side, and why do you do this thing? And where was I? Yeah, and join your side, and can I go? Thank you, Almighty Shadow. The spirits must have heard my prayers and sent you for my rescue. I am eternally.
Please, come with me. We will have enough time to discuss this and other matters. What is your name?
My name is Alston. Alston Pilviken.
Pleasure to meet you, Austin.
And
Please, is there anywhere that we can talk in private?
there's still like dozens of people just like still kneeling on the ground.
In Discord, I'll tell Lance, drop the orb to his hands.
The orb will float down into his hand, down in front of him until he points the hands out, and then it will drop gently into them.
Thank you, Spirit. I will follow you loyally. I know not where we will be safe from Mighty Shadow, for this city does not understand the blessings that were given to us. I fear we will be chased and persecuted. May you take me to your domain, wherever the Spirit dwells.
Sure. Come, we must first lose any tales that we might produce.
Of course, my lord.
I'll try.
now, because it's like really flashy if we do it in public.
Yeah. In Discord, I'm like, we're on the move. We're gonna find.
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go
not-
find.
In Discord, you hear, I'm not teleporting while anyone.
No,
can
of course.
see us."
Of
No,
course.
no, but if
No.
they can't
We're
see
going.
you,
We're on the move. We're going.
As soon as they can't see us, I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
to,
will.
like, through,
I will tell. I will tell. Follow me, and I will start.
Good.
Backing
Good
up
idea.
through the crowd so that the cat and the stealth guy and Mr. Shadows can
No, the cat
sort
is no
of
longer
head in a
cat.
direction.
cat is no longer a cat.
Whatever. So the
It's
others can
Jesus
come
machine.
in my direction afterwards. And
Everybody who's trying
I'm
to
looking for.
get out of the
any-
crowd right now, if you're doing it
Ooh.
on your own knees or whatever, make me a stealth check.
Wait, can I? Are people not moving aside for me and him?
People will move aside for you. Yes, people will move aside for you. as
Okay.
you step, still smoking shadows. Mhm. 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 Yeah, we know Dalo. You are just enough by now that your disappearance from the crowd, no attention. Lens, you're not so sure. But the crowd is mostly like doing the see before Moses as Miles proceeds away from this area, followed by this individual who, at much closer inspection that you have now and then, they are standing to their full, though very short height, appear to be of gnomish persuasion. Rather, they don't seem to be like old, more like they have very long, like blonde beard and long hair, and they are like dirty enough that they appear to be old, but more like, like equivalent of like 40s for late 40s for a human. And yeah, like this gnome Alston tries to follow you.
Is this maybe a good time to take a break? 'Cause
Yes,
I
and
really need
here
a break.
is where we will take a break because I
Okay.
eat.
So how's
Can't
the
believe this
voice
kind of worked.
how's the voice changer working out?
There was a voice change. All right, and we're back. So, Miles, the Shadow Demon, you have just rescued a gnomish inventor, Alston Pilwicken, from the one-handed clutch of Inquisition. And you are bringing him where?
Well, that's up to Lance. I'm following him.
I
currently.
am walking towards the next closest, like, what looks like an alleyway or anything that would protect one from a couple of inquiring glances or something like that.
Okay, you do.
Yeah, and then I will wait for the rest to arrive. And pray no one comes with them or follows them.
Is there any public toilets here, and we can all go inside the same, restroom?
There are public toilet pits, yes.
Pits. Okay, no.
Like the Matrix when you need to find the phone booth.
Isn't this planet TL4?
It is.
I mean, just because it's TL4 doesn't mean everybody gets the benefit from TL4.
Did you? There was just the Church of Toilets right there.
Yeah, but
Yes, toilets are for worshipping, not for using.
You have defecated our artifact of holiness. So yeah, once we are out of sight, hopefully.
then I will teleport us back to the ship. If no one is looking.
Be getting into safety with the rest. I'm gonna hollow skin for the first time and use it to make myself look like an average worshipper whenever I'm out of sight to help get to the group and
Nice.
so on and so on.
I think I already looked the part.
You certainly got yourself dirty a little bit over there. All right, yeah. So you, there is no lack of narrow alleys and cubby holes for you guys to squeeze yourself into, to hide in the shadows. As the rest of the crew converges upon Miles, who is still wearing a giant-ass shadow-looking armor. Alston asks, "Are these your subordinates, my lord?"
Indeed, they are with me. All will be explained soon enough, once we arrive to sea.
And then I guess you teleport us, right? Or are already teleport to the spaceship? We're already on spaceship. Okay, I didn't
Sure.
get that.
Yes. I just, as soon as everyone's around, I'm sure the man is willing to follow the captain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he will be
think-
willing to follow and jump along.
I think all of us are looking to make sure nobody sees this.
You can make notice checks. Inclined.
Okay. Notice wisdom, I guess.
Based on your observations, none of the crowd dared to lift their heads until you left. You're pretty sure if somebody later asks around, "Hey, have you seen a dude in black armor leaking shadows walking through town?" A lot of people will say yes and point directions, but at the very least, at the moment, nobody seems to have been actively looking at you, watching you, pointing fingers at you.
Cool.
Right. You get teleported to the ship, where shortly after teleportation, you hear the bump as Alston drops to the knees, offers more prayers to the spirit. of this miracle.
Welcome to my domain, I guess. We are currently on my ship.
I'm sorry, Lord Shadow.
Please don't
I
call me
failed
that.
to
That
hear your
sounds...
voice through your magnificent spirit-gifted helmet.
What about this?
Okay, right. I'll take off the goddamn armor. Please don't call me that. That sounds really edgy. My name is Miles Ruber, and I'm the captain of the notoriously known shipbreakers. This is my crew,
No, we're the Fable Gang.
the Fable Gang. Sure.
Fabled gang.
He looks around, and you are on Pathfinder, not on the Fable, so it looks the part.
Yeah.
This vessel, it is spirit blessed.
We're kind of renting it right now. Well, not really.
Like,
It's a lease.
how to go from Demon Lord to wannabe Vampire Lord in 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's my Lamborghini. Yeah. I rented it for
Okay.
the day.
Right, so let's sit down. Let's discuss some things. First off, you seemed you were in trouble, and you seemed a person of interest, might I say. An interesting one. And I guess my crew and I felt the urge to help someone in need. And so we did.
I knew that my faith will be tested. I undertook research that was seen as heresy by the church. But
Do tell me about your work. It seems rather a point of controversial, to say the least.
I have taken a piece of the spirit. I have shaped it. Materials that my hands could form. The temple calls that travesty. You may not replicate the spirit. Ethereum metals. But so few of us get a chance to glance at the spirit, to feel its working and be enriched by it. I thought if I could do this, then all folks will be blessed by its presence. It would be able to offer their honest prayers to the spirit.
And what exactly is that device that you've made?
He holds the device and looks at it. I never fully understood its purpose. It is some kind of rotationary device, but I have never seen it do what it has done today.
You mean the floating part?
Yes.
I
fear
we
my
have
work
someone
has
on
been
board.
incomplete until by your presence the spirit has blessed it and
Do you
revealed
mind
its
if
full
we...
function. It is obviously
mind-
some kind of a levitation device. That is what must have been uplifting the ships of the ancients into the air and made them soar through our plane.
Perhaps. Do you
To
mind
see
if I
so
take this
much
to our...
power in this tiny vessel?
Do you mind if I take this machine, this device, to a professional we have on board to have a
Of course.
look at it?
Of course.
Okay. I'll give it to Watanabe, Kotofel, whatever.
Passes it
And
to you.
tell them, please give it
May
to...
it be blessed by your touch.
Please give it to Bobby, and I'll whisper, and tell him not to show his face around here. He might spook our guest.
Are you talking to the cat right now?
Yeah.
Cool.
While we're waiting, I'm sorry if I'm already direct in asking questions that perhaps you might not know. But do you know of a man called Basaru? Or perhaps an ancient and Slavic thing called Zmei? Zemi?
You speak of Lord Basaru, the blessed paladin.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, yes. Though he is not of the parish I belong to, he is a hero and has been blessed by the spirit of the light. He is on a crusade to conquer an ancient serpent. The Zmeu, yes.
Ah, so the Zmei is the serpent.
Oh, yes. The island-consuming serpent that has been created by the ancients.
And where might I find the Holy Paladin Basaru on his crusade in order to help him? That is currently my mission.
I know that his lordship has departed with his fleet to hunt the Zmeu. They were recruiting brave heroes and adventurers, yes.
Where?
Though, oh dear.
Is he still recruiting?
I'm sorry, my lord. I am too simple a man to have dared, even dreamed, to have the information you seek. I am certain that if he were to be blessed by the presence of somebody as brave and blessed as you, Lord Buster would see the kindred spirit in you. His crusade would be greatly empowered by your presence.
If you don't mind me asking, which charter did Lord Basaru belong to?
The chapter of the Holy Light.
Okay, and where might we find them? Like, where's their, which one
It is
is
the
their temple?
northeastern parish of the city.
Is Basaru from here originally?
I do not believe so. I think he has found our land his quest.
I see.
The priests have recognized his noble spirit. After his recognition, rewarded with a title and brave warriors and ships to aid him on his crusade. He has liberated our system from many heretic fleet, the pirates that try to steal our relics. But those are just stories, men like me papers every day.
What happens when a new relic has been found?
It is examined by the priests to see whether the spirits still dwell within it, and then they are enshrined. Our spirit that lives in it claims it.
And of course, I guess it's extremely illegal to be using one of those devices, relics.
These relics bless and power our city, but only men of true faith can lay their hands upon them. I feared every day as I was crafting this vessel that I would be cursed by the spirits and my hands would rot off. No curse has come.
Your curiosity is a blessing. Keep it.
I know that now. It was a test, and I have passed it.
Well, what will you do now that you're being probably chased after, looked after?
You have saved my life,
For now.
Lord Ruba. As such, my life belongs to you. I shall follow you wherever you lead me. If you have need of my service in my life.
How are you in programming skill? No,
Oh, okay.
He sounds more like a fix guy.
a fixed guy, yeah. But we have already All's. I guess we could drop All's gear.
Olsk!
All's exactly.
All's bad.
good.
um, I I am flattered by your gratefulness. However, our ship, my ship, this vessel couldn't really take any more on board. You see, and I wouldn't want to, take you away from your home.
I understand. It is not. I understand. My goal has been achieved. I have created this vessel and I have seen you breathe the spirit into it. I can now die in peace.
How old does he look like? 40, you said?
Late 40s.
Yeah, you don't die at 40, right?
Well, not unless you are pursued by the priests of a temple that would like what you did, that will find you and that will publicly execute you for heresy.
Oh, shit.
Hmm. You remember the pirate?
How is he gonna get off, Winnell? We're the ride. We need to
Don't
take
we
him
have,
now
like,
somewhere.
Storage space or something. I never understood the limitations. Can we hack?
Do you have family here?
Can we boost the system?
Your life currently is in danger if you stay here. Is that right? Is that correct?
That is correct.
So you cannot stay here without risking your life.
You need not worry about, Lord. My life has been well lived,
For
and I
fuck's
will
sake.
live the rest of it praising your works.
What you
I'm gonna
witnessed
say
was-
over Discord. This is your doing, Miles. We are taking this guy out of here.
You think I don't know that? And outside of Discord, look, what you've witnessed is not a miracle, and I'm gonna bust
Did
this
you
man's
say-
whole world around.
Did you say out of Discord or out of Discord?
Is that the same?
You know what? Okay, in Discord, I'm gonna ask quickly, everyone, should we burst his bubble and let him know what we've done?
No.
Yeah,
But
to be honest, I would say no, but it's hard to get to think that he'd be able to help us in any meaningful way after this if he doesn't know at least what we just did.
He already helped us. He gave us the information we needed,
Yeah, but he'll do whatever.
and we
you
have
want,
and we have
as
his
long as
device
you remain
actually.
a
So
god.
fuck that. But
Just tell him to lay low or whatever. I don't know. Can we get him the fuck out of here?
How many inhabitants does this isle have?
Several tens of thousands. Pretty big.
Tens of thousands, you said.
That's
So
not a
that
lot.
is very small.
Yeah.
That is one of the biggest population category.
Yeah, but I'm just I think back to where I grew up, and there it was like 40k people in the region, you know, and everyone
Knew everybody.
through like
Knew everyone, yeah.
through one person, you knew everybody in the entire region more or
Yeah,
less.
yeah.
So I feel like this dude cannot lay low here. This is not gonna work
Yeah.
out for him.
I mean,
Can we
Yeah, I feel the
transport
same.
him?
I mean, he could lay low on an island where every single fucking fanatic wouldn't gladly give him up to the authorities, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I mean, he could start his own sect here and try to go to war. We could try a whole. We could we could
No.
throw this whole sector into.
are you willing to
No.
fund him and start your own faction?
We have 1,000,003 credits. No, not. So again, Dalu said yes, and Wendell said yes.
No, I would keep the illusion.
Ooh, sorry.
The end is up to you, I suppose. Just makes sense either way. But yeah, we have gotten what we wanted, but I just don't see how he could be of extra use to us other than we helped him out.
But
Right,
can't
but we
even
can't
handle
leave
this.
him here. We can't leave him here. Austin, how religious would you say you are?
Uh, I my faith spirit wavering.
Have you been to other places in the plane of air?
I have traveled with the barges around our system. Yes.
Have you ever seen others, not from your place, but other, use Slavic components and Slavic material devices of all sorts to, their own personal use once they figure out what they do?
When he says Slavic, he means machine spirit.
Yes, machine spirit. Slavic machines is known more as Slavic, where I come from.
Is that true? Are there people who would do such things with the spirits?
And I would say most of this, most of the plane of air does. They do not see it as a spirit, but as just merely technological advances and devices that were used by an ancient civilization.
Well, and it is a pity. They know not what blessings are.
Truly.
Very good. How about you lay low on the ship here for a bit? Back there's a place to sleep. There's also the kitchen over here. Do not wander downstairs. Do not. Yes. More or less.
Yes.
Do not wander too far for the moment. Is that.
Right. Well, I would like to go and see our expert. Perhaps he already figured out what the device you have made his purpose is.
I shall stay out of your hair.
No, please make yourself comfortable. But please stay here. Don't go downstairs. And I'll go and try and see Bobby for now. See if he. Hey, did you figure out this? Also, I'll ask Bobby. Hey, Bobby, what do you think about telling this guy that we just fuck up his whole belief system?
Yeah, Bobby was chilling with the thing and he goes, This is some kind of very complex stabilization device.
What does that mean?
Well, we have something like that, but many and big, and it makes sure our ship stays, straight.
No shit.
So it's a compact one.
It's very compact. Remember that time we were in around Volos, running away from Captain Saban?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Remember somebody told there were like Slavic drones around?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling
Oh.
it could be used for that. I don't know what to do to it. I could try and put it into the $1 bot. If anything, it could make it a bit lighter.
Perhaps.
I mean, it's not
Right.
as good as the original thing. I imagine. I don't know what he was copying it from, but
Would you say this is a remarkable job?
this is a wonderful job. Like, if you're saying this man is half as much of a nut job as you're saying, then man, no, I don't want to say bad things about Alsk, but it hasn't been that useful.
Olsk. He's on the side,
Balls.
banging his head against this hammer or something. You know, I've been thinking lately that perhaps not all is good with Olsk.
Costs a lot
Not
of money.
all is good with all.
This guy's for free. I'm just gonna put it out there.
What
I
do
mean,
you
I
mean
could-
costs a lot of money? Ask is also for free.
Olsk is for free, and
Yes?
my
Why is
yes.
Watanabe costing so much then?
What? Because he's
he leveled
upgraded.
up.
He leveled up.
I don't care about that.
I have
His
the
contract didn't
henchkeeper.
level up.
It did.
He didn't even ask for more money, did he?
Olsk?
It did.
Well, it
Watanabe
doesn't matter.
did.
Yeah, Watanabe did.
Watanabe asked for pay, basically.
What an asshole.
What? How dare he?
How dare people ask for salaries?
I can have
Oh,
currently, because we're level 9, I can have 3 henchmen.
nice.
Oh.
You can take him.
Yes, and next level I can have fucking 4. But it's about space, I guess, or at least we do the Pokemon thing like this all
Space!
Yeah.
Now we need a bigger ship, but it's too late
Mm-hmm.
to buy a bigger ship.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm pretty
okay,
sure
well,
there's some fitting that increases cruise size, but...
No, that doesn't exist. No.
Well, in that
missing
case, you must expand spells from Winnow and changes from Winnow to keep
Mhm.
somebody...
Alive.
The breathing stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps
That's like
he-
nothing.
But
That's
perhaps he
good.
could teach Bobby about, how to replicate bootlegged China-made Slavic runes, Slavic devices and components.
I mean...
cool.
it-
best
it-
offer him a salary for this if he does it.
Guys, meta knowledge, I can now support 14 changes.
holy
So bring them on
fuck.
board. 14 people
Bring
on
them
board.
all. Can
Well-
we also make them not need to sleep because we don't
The
have many
beds,
beds?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you make them float or something?
How do you feel about
No.
sleeping in the engine chamber? Is it that noisy?
Me? Sleep with a machine spirit? How dare I? I've seen a very comfortable cupboard on your ship. I am small. There is an empty
Yeah.
box I could appropriate. He is a gnome. He's like 3 foot tall. Oh wait, gnomes are taller than halflings. So, but I mean,
No, they're not.
like 3 to 4. Halflings are the smallest indeed. Gnomes are taller
Really?
than halflings.
I thought
yeah.
gnomes are...
Yes. No.
Okay.
Halflings are like tiny, like 3 foot. Gnomes are, I think, like 3 to 4 feet. But I mean,
Okay.
I mean, at this point, he can maybe cuddle up with a bunny. So
Well, currently he's just staying here, but we'll have to think what we do with him later on. Perhaps we should go to the Holy Light sector and proceed with our quests. Once we will have to leave this place, perhaps. Then
They're
we'll discuss this again.
probably looking for us right now.
The question now is, do I go out with my also impressive armor, or do I stay low?
I would like to say stay low.
But I like the charismatic aura it gives me.
Yes, but I dislike being chased around the city after what we just
I
did.
would like to replicate Reverse Doom very much, yes.
Reverse Doom.
I mean, I can change your face, but I can't change your armor, I think. Oh.
Cat, shadow dripping cat.
Sure,
Armored cat.
That's
shadow dripping armor cat. Let's go.
That should work.
That should work, yeah.
Wanna cat mode this?
The thing is, I can't then talk, right? Oh well.
Well, do you have Discord?
You have Discord. Oh right, correct. But if you go to the Church of the Holy Light thing, aren't they also religious there? Things spread around here like fire. I mean, it's only 10,000 people here.
Tens of thousands.
Tens. Multiple, not 10, only 10. Okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's go with the cat mode. Oh, wait, how many spell slots do you have?
I'm the most powerful rectifier in the whole universe. Don't worry about that.
All right.
I'm invincible.
So turn me into the edgy armored feline cat.
I'm feeling a goldfish moment around the corner.
A goldfish moment?
Hoist the flag! Hoist it!
The goldfish moment is season 1 of Critical Role. We are gods.
Yeah, we're basically gods now. And then she jumps off the cliff.
And dies.
And the DM is like, it's like 900-foot drop.
Okay,
wait
a moment. Wait a moment. This session we have. I'm the most powerful rectifier in the world. That's flag 1. When we're done with this, I'm gonna retire and buy a house. That's flag 2.
Flags everywhere.
Right, so how about you turn me into a cat, we go to the sector of the Holy Light then?
Mhm.
Okay, do you turn me into a cat?
Yeah.
Meow.
I kicked the cat.
Darskader. Alright, yeah, so
I'm gonna change the faces of us 3 as well.
Oh, good thing you said it.
Yeah, because that was kind of sus.
Right.
And that makes 10 changes active. That's good.
You know, one thing about Onero Inquisition.
What?
Oh, they have magic too. Shit.
Right. So.
Fuck.
3 strangers. The black cat.
No, we're not strangers. We're random people from the gathering.
Random people, yes. And the black cat.
And I would also suggest like a clothing change for the 2 Lance and Dalu. Because
I'm going to use my... I'll use my hollow skin a minute. No, I was going to attempt to look like the priest we saw. No, I want to... Just a random man in like some shabby religious clothes.
Sure you don't want to look like a priest?
That would be cool, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Random guy, doesn't matter who he is.
One. Oh fuck. Okay.
Alright, yeah, and you head towards the northeastern parish of the city, where you see another ziggurat towering above the buildings around it, except that it is like one of the very few buildings in this fucking town that actually look like bright and colorful. And for a moment, you like half across the city, you think that it is like completely gilded, just like from foundation to the roof. But as you approach, you become even more impressed because it does not appear to be gilded. It appears that the cathedral itself is made of light. Radiant, golden, holy light that forms the walls and spires and domes, stairs leading up to the cathedral. It is strange, for it appears both to be translucent and yet you cannot see inside of it. This golden curtain of light on a waterfall when sun shines through it. There are a bunch of people around, though thankfully for you, not quite a crowd like the previous time. There's only one exiled heretic that you might have to adopt tonight. But skills that you have, you do eventually find yourself within proximity of the entrance to this cathedral. Do you attempt to proceed inside?
I'm taking Lance's nods as yes, but
Fine.
I'll actually let them go first and see what happens.
Is anybody
This
else?
church, this church has given me the heebie-jeebie vibes.
I mean, is anybody else? Do we see people going in and out of the church?
Yeah.
And the people look like us that go in and out.
Well,
It's not
thankfully
only
none of them
priests.
look like you, but they dress similarly, yes.
Yeah, okay. I also prepared the invis bubble for an instant cast.
Okay.
So all my spell slots are gone soon. That's important.
Wonderful.
The
So
most powerful rectifier. Sorry.
itty bitty spellcasting ability. Alright, so like the three of you walk up the stairs and through the giant doors while the black cat stays on the stairs. Yes?
No, we're taking the black cat.
Oh fuck yeah.
Alright.
Oh, more like
Yeah, you can like see this curtain of light in front of you, which like there's the obvious like more dense or opaque light, kind of like open doors, and then there's the curtain, and you see people just like walking towards it like it's normal and going through it, just like passing through it like there's nothing there, and so you walk up and try your best to not look out of place. You pass through it as well. And I do wish all of you to make me a mental save.
Oh, dope.
Through the scanner.
Is this would this count as a magical effect?
Yes.
Then I get a +2. I will not put it in there, but
Oh,
Yeah.
bitch.
mental. I need it. I need to scroll down.
I decided today
Yeah.
to roll the lowest amount I can in order to save myself from mental stuff.
Right. Dalo, what are your feelings towards the religious powers of this island? How do you feel about them?
Like honestly, like my surface level, just just how in depthly do I need to answer this? Is it just like it scans like immediate reaction? because my gut reaction to all of this is brainwashing,
Okay, let's put it that way.
segregation,
Does
large
Dalu
lot
feel
of bullshit.
any
Doesn't care.
negative feelings towards the religious powers of this?
Indifference and negative, yes.
Right.
He's just focusing on like how we can maneuver this labyrinth, and it's not a nice labyrinth.
Alright.
Yes.
Two of you and the black cat pass through the curtain without even feeling it. Find yourself inside of the temple. From the inside, it looks even more magnificent, with columns of light descending from the sky, and there's now more like mundane wooden and stone furniture. People kneeling in front of various holy relics and praying. Priests walking along and talking to the folks, blessing them. You see that the priests here kind of have this device around their like collars, and maybe due to this device, but each of them have not quite a nimbus above their head, but a disc of light, of like hard light, you could say, above their head. You Dalu, however. Oh wow, that's double six. Plus 5. 20. You take 25 points of radiant damage as you get repelled from the curtain and remain on the outside of the temple, your hands red and blistered.
Right.
It takes just a couple moments for you to get control of yourself, as you notice immediately that the folks around you did not miss this happening.
Mhm.
And there are groups of worshippers gathering and beginning to hush and look at you.
Uh,
Are you alive?
yeah, I'm alive. I'm hurt quite a lot, but
Well, thank
I'm
God
alive.
you're not Bobby.
And
Like the machine.
Be at 1 hit point.
seeing everybody go in, I'm gonna take a note of where they went inside this place, and then like back away and try and, you know, I'm gonna try to play it off. I'm like hands on my head, like I'm upset and crying about it. I'm gonna run away, and then I'm gonna attempt to quickly to catch up, look for some kind of other way past the entrance, the curtain scanner, if possible.
I need you to make me
So
a sneak check, but with charisma.
okay.
Alright.
Okay.
And the notches wisdom skill check.
Or can I add my +1 from my goggles?
Yes.
Eight.
Yeah, you run like a bit away and try to mix with the crowd. Maybe change your look once more as you're out of sight. You definitely drew a lot of attention.
Mhm.
Nobody's following you immediately. You glance around, trying to like skulk in the houses around, facing towards the temple. There's just one like main entrance that the people are using. You also do see kind of like the like the windows in the bell towers high above, or like the arches. You're frankly not sure if those are functional or just decorative. But you don't like see any back entrance or side entrance. I don't know, VIP only entrance.
Windows, upper part.
There are windows,
roof.
but like all the windows are just like the same. What the word for it?
Mosaic?
Like no, not mosaic. Like what is that window
Stained
of the
glass?
Glass
cathedral?
pane? Glass pane?
Yes,
There's like
stained glass. I
Stained
think.
glass, yeah. They're like those stained glass windows, but like they all look to be made mostly from the same light. There is like different coloration in like the pieces of the stained glass of different like range of colors from like light yellow to deep amber to make like some kind of a mosaic. But again, you get the feeling like this temple, all of it, at least on the outside, is made from this light, and any details or form to it is mostly just decorative rather than function.
It definitely looks like magic, right? Not some kind of tech that would be out of place here.
Well, what is extremely advanced technology if not magic?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to well, if I look back at this entrance, this
You do
curtain,
still
is there
have Discord
somebody?
connection with your friends, and the three of you on the
Oh,
inside
okay, good. Yeah.
do quickly notice that Dal is
are
not
you-
I'm gonna just convey quickly that I ran away and I'm currently hiding, and I changed my appearance because that happened. And I'm looking for another exit. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm gonna look to see if somebody is like moderating the curtain.
So you try to backtrack to the front entrance?
If I don't see anything else, then yeah, I'll go back to the front entrance and I'm gonna change. I have a different appearance, and I want to see if there's like a guy that's actually running the doorway. If it's the curtain.
Well, there's nobody running the curtain, and you didn't really pay too much attention to them previously, but you like those are guards, and they're like double of them now. And like a group of them are kind of huddled together with a guard with the pointiest and biggest helmet. Seems to be interviewing a group of perishers. Possibly about what they've just seen.
Dado, perhaps you should stay outside if you've been struck so hard. We are only here to chat, we are not here to fight. If something goes wrong, we are out of here.
But if we can talk about, well, I'd rather get in there and be part of any discussions if we can get progress. If it goes past the church, so does it look like there's some entrance that the guards go through, or does it look like the guards just go through that curtain with a ray of light, whatever? Okay.
You've seen that.
Okay. Does it definitely look like that on the top floor of these windows, so on that are glass stain, that they go inside?
You're not sure. You're all the name.
Okay.
You're not sure.
Roll the name.
You could
But
risk it, but
Are you
I'm pretty
talking to
sure
us?
at your current hit points, a second attempt might lead to you being unconscious if I remember your hit points.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to the back of the building,
Okay.
and when I'm in range of the least amount of people possible,
Okay, so like just a couple dozen, okay.
a couple dozen,
Yeah.
it's quite a lot.
It's a
I'm gonna-
giant ass temple surrounded by a plaza full
Yeah.
of perishers.
Okay.
Maybe if you wait until it comes to night, there will be a lot less people, but
I'm going to change my appearance and try to make myself look. Because I think we were in that confrontation looking at the guy for a while.
Okay.
The priest that
Okay.
was
Of the different
looking
temple, yes.
that was looking over the guy, the inventor, right?
Alright. Sure.
And I'd like to change into him.
Do you need to roll something for it?
No, but I need to have been looking at his details for 5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
And
You
okay.
have been doing that?
So I'm gonna head to that low population area, and I'm basically gonna do this. I'm gonna look like I'm in deep contemplation about my faith, and then, like in a sign of Jesus walks on water, I'm gonna try to looking like I'm testing something. I'm like my arms are out. I start walking up the wall horizontally of the light.
Okay, that's
What a
gonna take
day.
some time. While he's doing all of that, what are the people on the inside doing?
People on the inside are probably gonna notice that Dalu didn't make
Yeah.
it through, right?
Yeah. You have had him just come in contact with you and explain that he didn't make
Yeah.
it inside.
Are you okay, Dalu?
Hold on, shh. I'm currently pretending that I am I'm a visage of God. I'm his affix. Hold on, wait. I have to pretend. They're all watching me. I'm walking
Sounds
up
like
the
a-
building.
How
Oh,
about
God.
you go hide? What? You're walking out the building? Are you fucking
I'm
mental?
walking up. I'm walking up the building. I'm going to try and go through a window.
No, listen. Listen, we are here to talk to people and we're not here to infiltrate this place in any other matter. If you can't get in through the entrance, don't make a scene to get in.
Dalu,
It'll only make it worse.
I won't be talking currently because I'm cat form, but I can talk to you, whatever has been, discussed. And if you have any questions, Winnel and Lance can hear you over Discord and perhaps ask that question for you.
There is a group of guards
I'll
with
take into account
staffs
what you say.
approaching the corner where Dalu is climbing the building at a rather urgent pace.
Not that we would know.
Yeah, all
know it.
watching you.
How tall is the church? Is fucking tall, right? Like it's
Yeah, but
massive.
let's see. At least 25 meters tall, most likely.
At least.
5,
Okay.
30, like 10, 12-story building.
Whatever you can do with laying low. Get it low because you're climbing and it's not low, it's very high. Perhaps you should just try and hide or, avert yourself from attention.
I've thought about what you said. I may not go through a window, but I've committed at this point. I'm gonna chill at least at the top on a ledge.
All right.
If I go back down now, I'm looking down. I can see that there's a lot of people looking up at me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to Dalu, because that's gonna end up very badly.
What's another side quest of reviving Dalu?
Before he got to that, because it would have taken him a while to make his circles around building, watch, observe, and so on, you would have had a good 20 minutes inside of the temple.
What?
Yeah.
20 minutes?
He spent a lot of time running around this building and trying to watch it. Yes.
Yeah, and I have spent 15 minutes convincing him that that's a bad idea, but it still happened.
I mean, if you want to just stay on the inside of the temple, right next to the door, and talk to him in Discord for 20 minutes, trying to tell him that it is a really bad idea and he should run, fine. If you want to have done something else, and maybe, I don't know, finish your business and get out, and maybe try to save him as soon, because you get a feeling like in 60 seconds he's gonna be dead, but...
Okay, let's do what we came for and then get the ghost boy.
Because again, he is looking like a priest of a different temple who just walked up the temple that has just been breached by some kind of hostile creature. Okay.
You have a spray paint and then you can vandalize the church also. And
so yeah.
if you're going down,
what are you doing
go down
on
with
the
the boom.
inside?
I don't think I would be doing anything if he's out there trying to get himself into trouble.
Okay. Anybody else?
Let's try and find.
I would rather turn around because this is nice and all, and it's important and all, but it's not quite as important as him fucking killing himself again.
Wait, which point of time are we currently? Inside the church. Is it before Dalu went up the church, or?
I mean,
after?
what we gotta think about is like the order of operations here. Dalu gets
Right.
burnt to almost crisps
Crisp,
and can't
right.
come in.
And he
So
tells us
this is
this happened.
And he tells us this happens. This is probably where we
Right, then we
stop
can
and we
go
have
out,
like a
right.
Discord conversation, and he starts
Yes.
like
Yes,
walking around, and we're like,
Right.
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, Okay. Yeah. So we go out after he's burnt to crisp.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, I'm trying to like realign the timeline. Like, do you come out as he's coming up the wall, or before that, or maybe
Before,
slightly
way before.
after?
Like when he's hurt and running away, I guess he says something hurt me and I couldn't go in.
Okay.
I'm trying a different approach.
So you gents do see as like the guards kind of gather around the front of the temple, and they're like holding like this basically like little kind of like a mix of staffs and spears, and on their tips are like these balls of light. And one of the guards kind of like, tell me, what have you seen? One of the pairs is like, oh, sir, I've seen a man walk up to that curtain and then recoil from it as if he has been burned by the light. He then has run off in that direction. And like the guards are kind of like spread out, patrol, walk around the building, and like see basically like guards activating and like, hey, we've just had a demonic excursion. Walk in pairs and make sure it doesn't get repeated. Oh well, they're not thinking it's demonic incursion, but they know how the curtain works. So they're not like, oh no, we're getting attacked, murder on sight, but they are like, okay, we've got some undesirables around here, let's go take care of that.
Mm-hmm. How about we rendezvous? Dalu, you just change your looks and then we try a different approach.
I'm planning when I get to the top, it's no problem. I'm going to try and wait it out and go down another side.
Huh? Dal, from below you hear, halt! Cease your ascent! As 3 guards below you, like good 10 meters below, kind of like stand, stops, kind of like pointing at you.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten quite high up now by this point, right?
About 10 meters, yeah.
10 meters,
Turn
okay.
me into a cat.
It's not that high. Can I just go, oh, the machine god from the temple has taken over my mind, oh! I'm going to run, if I can, if possible, get to the top quickly.
Make me a
wait,
mental
Winnow-
saving
Climb this
throw.
Can Winnell turn Lance into a cat while this happens?
Sure. I mean, you would want to find a hiding spot first, I imagine.
Yeah.
Central Plaza's always
I mean, everyone's
good.
looking currently upwards.
Right. Dal, you go.
I mean,
oh, the Holy Spirit has taken over my bow! As you find your body is no longer listening to you.
I will tell Lance we can turn. Or I told you before, I guess, that I could turn us invisible in an instant, if that helps as well.
No, it does not. I need to get up there by myself, likely not with you as well, trying to cling to a wall.
Okay, yeah, you're a cat. Whatever. Like, did we hear this happening? The stop and.
I don't think you will, because it is a very big building, and again, there are a bunch of people around you who are all talking. There's like a low level of murmur and conversation going on around you.
And I think I'm just watching, and for now, so he has stopped climbing at the moment, or what?
He has frozen in place, as Dal, you feel you've lost control of your body almost in a magical manner,
Right.
as kind of like the ball on the staff of one of the guards glows, and the other two try to make. What's your AC right now?
20.
17.
Okay, that's 18 on one.
I think it's 17.
Don't you have
and,
the 21 AC?
20. Wait, what?
12
Hold on.
on second
Wait, what?
one.
If that comes from one of the items we picked up, then
I think you're
No,
mistaken
don't think so.
characters.
Okay.
I think so too.
The only one who might have 21 AC is Len, since he's super armor.
Okay.
No, that
It's
one
20?
is worse than my it's 19 or something. My skill is better.
Right. So the other two kind of like orbs on their ball, on their staffs glow as well, and kind of like whips of light emerge from it, and they attempt to lasso you. One of them kind of like slips over your body. The other one whips itself around your body, and he begins to try and pull you down. Now, the way these boots work, if you're paralyzed, you don't immediately fall, or do you?
I'll read them for you.
Because technically you're paralyzed.
So is Lance watching or is he not watching? So we couldn't hear. But...
I'm just gonna wait for a second because like out of character waiting for a second because in character as soon as I see them throwing ropes around him, I am
Yeah.
going to be jumping.
Yeah, and
up
if
there.
I see it, and if I see that, I don't know if I see anything. That's the question.
I presume it's very visible what's going on up there, but I don't.
I'd say like not immediately, but by the point Dal is getting lassoed,
Yeah,
it
that's
would
what I mean,
cause
that
enough
being
of a
visible.
commotion that you would like hear it, walk around the corner, and definitely see it. Like you don't recognize that as Dalu, but well, you've heard him say he's walking out the building.
Is he stuck to like a flat wall, or is he
Yeah.
like? Is there some within 3 meters? Is there like an outcrop that I can see that a cat could land on?
Roll me d20.
There is no description on the boots of climbing, but if you were to base it on climbing speed or the spider climb spell at 5e, then I should stay on the wall until someone
Hey.
pulls me off of it.
There are a lot of like this verticality, but no horizontal ridges. Not anywhere close to here.
Oh. Sorry, I was looking at the roll one more time. Which angle?
There are like a lot of angles, like this vertical angles, but no horizontal ledges.
So yeah, okay,
Close.
I can't
Oh,
jump to him.
He went up a wall.
Yeah, I can't.
In that case, Dal will make me.
I am gonna wait for him.
Yeah, Dal will make me
basically.
one more wisdom saving throw. Like at this point, you might try to like break off the paralysis. Nope.
Okay.
Again.
And
yeah.
the
Right.
guard that yeah.
I can see Dalu and we're in a crowded plaza, right?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna ask the others to cover my hug again, to cover what I'm doing. Is he in range for me to heal him at least?
Yes.
Get in and at least I would do that.
Do that, because the moment you let go of your spell, the guard that has lassoed Dalu pulls heavily on the lasso and tears Dalu off the wall and not connected to the wall. Dalu begins to
Wait.
plummet
What?
towards the ground.
Telekinetic.
10 meters, I think
It could be done
1d6
there.
per 3 meters is the rule, so 3d6.
Lovely.
Heal, heal, heal. Let's go.
So, mid-fall, you recover 24 hit points, which returns you to pre-burn, and collapse with the ground, taking 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Make me another mental save.
I would like to teleport immediately next to where he lands. as a cat.
Very well.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
And then I
Okay.
would like to teleport him the fuck out of there to the ship afterwards. I mean, he's still willing, even if he's paralyzed.
Okay. That'll make me mental save.
Okay.
What the fuck?
And,
Jesus.
Lens,
So-
make me an initiative roll.
It's just a straight D8.
Yeah, they might have time
Hey,
to
Oh,
react
let's
or something.
go.
Oh,
Someone's
shit.
rolling
Good on
good.
you, because I rolled a 3. So you appear next to still paralyzed Dalu. The guys go, what? And that moment of what the fuck gives you enough time. Grab Dalu with your cat paw. Teleport him into the ship.
You still have Discord. You could download him.
Yeah, without a doubt, I don't know. Oh, shit.
No,
What
I
the
see.
fuck was that supposed to be? What were you doing?
Deception, infiltration, mission impossible.
Dying.
You know.
No, the word that you're looking for is death and
Outfiltration.
dying. Jesus Christ, dude.
Well,
Bobby could have been more stealthy than that.
With his new improvements to his Bobocop armor, technically yes. If he was 10 meters up the wall, he might have been missed. He could have rolled a stealth check.
How
let's
about
go. Thank you.
Yeah, how
I
about
say,
you
I,
stay
yeah, I know.
here?
Stay. I suppose I have to stay here. I will wait.
Sounds good. Till we give you a new phase or some shit like that. I don't know. I am going to teleport back to the edge of the plaza, you know, like outside of it, a corner I saw or walked along before.
Let's make a interpretation skill check, which will replace the luck skill check, basically.
Plus
You port
5.
into people?
Not to be noticed.
No. Yes, that makes sense.
Like, and he's good at it, that's why I'm letting him roll the skill check, not. Okay, yeah. That's it. Let him roll, yeah.
Jesus. this is a
Your
hard
acute
roll.
senses, like, you almost like feel the presence of people at your destination and choose a moment where like nobody's around, and you know, like you need literally a second to appear there and then just like continue walking like you just walked behind the corner or something, joining the crowd and being able
I
to
want to tell
reunite.
Winnow to, yeah, probably like in that second I also tell Winnow to drop my cat form and something, and then I'll walk back.
Oh right,
over.
you're a cat. Okay, I forgot about that. But
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Because
You two who stayed behind,
What have we seen?
well, you see the big pointy helmet kind of like moments later run around the corner and rejoin the 3 guards who were in the process of capturing Dalu. They discuss for some period of time. The pointy helmet gives out more orders, and you see the guards begin to spread, and like another half a dozen guards comes out of the temple, and you see the parishioners begin to quickly leave the temple as the guards seem to be putting the temple on.
Yes, perhaps we should come here tomorrow.
And as
No.
you
yeah, maybe
like,
let's.
pushed away like down the stairs, you can like see a priestly figure like walk outside and like converse on top of the stairs with the guard as they like observe the situation from.
I think this is too high of a tension and situation to be discussing with any personnel in there. So let them cool off for the day. Come back tomorrow.
How have we
I don't
managed to
think
do
we
this
can
within
come back
one day?
tomorrow. Nope. This is we fucked up a lot. I think the sector is burned for now.
No, it's not that bad, but it'll
Or the
take a few
city.
days to cool off, I think.
Ah,
Ay, ay, ay.
Do you return to the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, but
I
would pay extra attention to, I don't know, make sure we're not followed.
I would like to stay among like the people outside and chat them up, you know, the normal how do you call it, perisher? I
Well,
don't know
yeah.
how to. Is it something? Whatever.
A parish,
The people
like a
out.
parish, is like a church district basically, and parisher is
It's someone from that
from the
district.
district.
Yeah, I would just like to talk up random people from this district, like about what happened as like the entryway. But really, I would like to slide into talks about the the conquest of the Holy Paladin and
Okay.
where that might be. You know, I would like to connect
Uh,
with people in this way. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know if that's applicable or not. But
Make me a talk skill.
talk,
Okay,
no
fine.
connect.
Connect. Fine. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm trying just to. I'm not trying to convince anyone. Just trying to maybe
You're just trying to connect.
gather some, gathers a bit of intel from different people, more or
That
less,
is
about
pretty,
that, not
pretty
about
damn
what's
good.
happening here.
All right. So, yeah, you start talking to people, and you can like, and they ask you as well, like, "Hey, have you heard that uh, devil has come to the other parish and oppose the priest?"
I will ask them what happened, and then, oh, that's that thing with the floating machine god, and so I will add that in. I've heard that from a different guy.
They're just like, "It is a dire warning to all of us if we do not hold to our faith, and the devil will come for our soul. Must guard ourselves, guard our children, guard our homes, and be vigilant for the demons of darkness. Their words are tempting, but our faith must remain strong." And yeah, the people here are a lot more familiar with the tales of
Basaru.
Lord Basaro, yeah, and they say like the basics, like talk like basically like heroic tales of him, like he is a warrior, but he is so very in tune with the machine spirits that the ships that he commands listen to him more than to anybody, and the vessels of his foes rise up against their masters. And so, like Gnome against a Goliath, his small ships strike down the non-believer ships of much greater size. And now Lord Basaro has taken up the holy quest of finding the Holy Serpent and bringing the light of the machine spirit to it. And if the serpent accepts faith and light with Lord Basaro, and maybe it brings gifts upon Onero, guard us for all eternity from all the demons and non-believers that might try to take our holy lives from us. It is pretty like 100% that Basaro is not on Onero. He has departed
Yeah,
time
that
ago and have been hunting for quite a while. They do say, however, that there is like a group of docks that are reserved for his fleet on one side of the island, and it should have like the support personnel remaining behind. So If
Yes, that's
you
excellent.
wish
That's
to
what I was
find a
looking
way
for.
to pledge yourself to his crusade, then go there and find his knights and pledge yourself.
And I hope it's not as religious as they make it seem. Probably not. But yes, I am going to. I'm not saying that out loud, obviously. I think that to myself. As I will, yeah, just afterwards go back to the ship, and as I am walking back, I'm going to tell them what I learned, and that we can maybe just head for the docks tomorrow morning instead of anywhere close to any temple of the light, and see if we can't get our inn there.
Honestly, I would prefer to leave today, but okay.
What do you mean
Maybe.
leave today?
I mean, go to the dock, sign
Like leaf the wind.
sign a document, and then go to the crusade.
I mean, we can try and see if we can get if we can talk to anyone there today. Yes, that's possible.
I mean, is it far away from where we just were? That's my.
Not super far away, cause like again, civilian docks and these docks are on the one side, so you can go there. But whether you do it on this very day or on the next day, I think this is appropriate time for us to pause. Continue next week.
Oh,